Savannah Chrisley's perky bubble butt might have stolen some of the spotlight in her latest Instagram snap. Like the rest of the Chrisley family, Savannah took to Instagram late last night to dote on her little brother Grayson Chrisley. While the post was clearly in honor of her little brother, fans couldn't ignore how his big sister slayed in those snug navy blue leggings. Even in a post that has absolutely nothing to do with Savannah, she still manages to stop her followers dead in their tracks with her gorgeous good looks. Savannah Chrisley admitted in the caption of her photo her mission was now to embarrass her little brother Grayson. She and Chase both shared a photo of them embracing their little brother as they celebrated his special day. Chase Chrisley had a bit of a devious look on his face as he hid under a baseball cap. Savannah, however, looked as incredible as ever. The way Savannah positioned herself as she hugged her brother allowed her to pop her perky little bubble butt in the photo. Grayson's big sister paired her snug leggings with a darker shade of pink-colored hoodie. She had a huge smile on her face as she was clearly thrilled to see her baby brother getting off to homecoming. Savannah Chrisley's massive Instagram follow admit the photo was a bit overwhelming. Fans were taken back by how grown Grayson Chrisley looked in the photo. Moreover, they were happy the Chrisley family decided to share this special moment with them on social media. Here's some of what fans had to say in the comments now, given how stunning Grayson's big sister Savannah and his mother Julie are. Fans are not too surprised to see the handsome young man Grayson is growing up to be. They, however, are a little bummed by how quickly he's grown before their eyes. Were you blown away by this gorgeous photo of Savannah Chrisley and her brothers? Share your thoughts with us in the comments, and keep coming back for the latest on the Chrisley family. Sunlight, soft and golden, spilled through the tall windows of the loft, painting long, warm stripes across the polished hardwood floor. Savannah Chrisley emerged from the luminous haze, stepping out of shadow into light, each movement deliberate, each step perfect. Her presence alone reshaped the air, nothing more than the quiet rhythm of her breath, the gentle stretch of fabric over muscle, the nearly imperceptible shift of weight. She wore leggings as fluid as a second skin. They were midnight black, absorbing light, hugging every contour, pressing against thighs and calves, molding and shaping. The high waistband curved across her lower back, cinching in, accentuating the narrowness of her waist before giving way to that swell, the bubble butt. It was perky, round, lifted by more than mere fabric, by posture and confidence, by core strength and composure. The leggings outlined curves so precisely the eye followed them with curiosity, from lumbar swoop to glutes rising, from where fabric stretched taut to where it relaxed in valleys. No sound but soles against floor, light, assured. She crossed the room, passing through shafts of sunlight, those beams catching the fabric, highlighting the muscular tone beneath, the quads flexing with each stride, calves rigid and springy, hamstrings tensing in the rear leg, and always that bubble butt pushing up, defined, sculpted. The leggings seam traced the arch between cheeks, dividing and defining, giving structure to softness. Light arced along its ridge, shadows settled in the small crease beneath the cheeks, deepening the roundness above. Her torso shifted slightly, a tilt, a sway. The back arched just enough to coax the backside upward, to showcase its curve. The waistband rode slightly upwards, pressing into skin, leaving a gentle imprint before releasing. Her hips pivoted in an invisible dance, the fabric stretching across gluteus muscles with devotion, compressing elsewhere, then relaxing. In the mirror, she caught glimpses of her profile. Those powerful cheeks lifting, rounding, full, nothing overstated, nothing contrived. Hands hung at sides, fingers brushing thighs. A casual adjustment, a tug of fabric around one hip, a stretch as she reached above. Arms rising, the leggings pulling taut across the posterior, the curve lifting still higher. When she lowered her arms, gravity took its turn, yet the bubble butt held form, unyielding, resilient. The lighting shifted as clouds drifted across the sun. One moment soft and diffused, the next bright and sculpting. In luminous moments, the butt glowed, a silhouette against brightness. In dimmer light, it stood out nonetheless. Texture of fabric, flush of muscle, brightness in curve. Her steps slowed when she neared a full-length mirror, framed in wrought iron, standing at the loft's far wall. There, direct reflection. She glanced, eyes unseen, but body speaking, at the view. Waistline trim, thighs thick and strong, calves taut. The entirety of her lower body an artwork of flesh and tension, flesh and form. The bubble butt. Peak poised high, cheeks firm, round, the skin beneath the stretch of fabric smooth. There was no fidgeting, no apology, just calm, assured display. She turned slightly, so slight that someone not paying attention might miss. But that turn illuminated the curve from hip to hip, the arc of gluteus medius, the dip of sacrum above, the swell below. A continuous line, sensual and powerful. The fabric seemed almost to vanish, so perfectly did it conform, so silently did it celebrate form. One leg crossed in front of the other, the back heel lifting, toes pressing, thigh pressing against thigh, causing the fabric to stretch across the reader, to highlight volume, to deepen shadow in the crease between legs. The front thigh pressed forward, pulling on the hip flexors, the back glute working beneath fabric to maintain lift. Beneath the surface, skin warmed. Beneath that, muscle remembered every squat, every lunge, every clench. Strength unseen but palpable. The leggings bore witness. The light bore witness. The floor bore witness. The curve it held proud, unhidden. Contours outlined by seam lines. Side seams tracing from waist to ankle. Center seam emphasizing division. Pockets, subtle, but their edges contouring cheeks. Any distortion of fabric a minor ripple, an echo of shape. She paused, one foot slightly lifted, ankle flexed, heel raised, lengthening behind. The leg stretching, calves tensing, that back cheek pushing lower. No. The bubble butt remained lifted, high, engaged. The hips shift. One angled forward, the other back, twisting the pelvis just enough to create tension across glute muscle, making curve more pronounced. The move reveals fullness, the arch of the lower back accentuated, the hollow above the butt defined. A low light filters through the bedroom window, gray sky outside, soft shadows defining every contour. Savannah stands near a full-length mirror. The leggings she wears are the color of midnight, deep charcoal blending into almost noir, stretched tight over muscle and curve. A subtle sheen where light hits, fabric hugging, molding, defining, revealing what lies beneath, sculpted, strong, shapely. She shifts her weight, first one foot forward, then the other. The rise of the leggings smooths upward across waist and hip, then dips low over her rear. Her stance is quiet but certain. Spine elongated, shoulders back, chest lifted just enough. She arches one hip out, leg bent, so the garment hugs every line. Tiny creases form at the seams, in the bend of the knee where thigh meets butt. Under the hemline, the leggings press in, accentuate. From behind the curves hold, round and firm. She turns slightly, silhouette etched against the mirror. The dip of her back, the curve of glutes pressing into fabric. Natural light catches the stretch of material across muscle, the line of her waist, the subtle shadow beneath her butt that gives dimension. Her breath is steady, no forced pose, just a soft arching of her back, pelvis tilted ever so slightly, enough to draw the eye to her lower body where legs and arch meet. Hands rest at her sides, fingertips grazing the curve of her thigh, tracing trace lines where fabric pulls. One hand moves up, smoothing the waistline, adjusting a fold. The other falls back, resting gently at small of back. Her gaze is focused straight ahead, watching, feeling, the cool air brushing skin through fabric, the gentle pressure of waistband, the way material stretches. Camera shutter quickens. A still frame captures crisp lines, contrast between shadow and light. The leggings' matte finish absorbs some shine, accenting shape through shadow. The roundness of her butt stands out. A bold sculptural form soft at edges, firm in tone. The line from waist to hip falls in a perfect arc accentuated. Light flicks off thigh, runs upward over hip, dipping into a shadow under the butt, sculpted relief. The fabric holds, every contour emphasized, no words, just image, shape, texture, light, curve, confidence in how she fills the frame. That tight fabric drapes exactly where it should, hanging from nothing, revealing everything. Her reflection flickers in the glass, behind her, pale walls. In front, her own silhouette. Ink-thin lines of seam converge at center back, framing the curve. A whisper of movement as she shifts weight, small crease at side, fold under arch. She lifts one foot, balancing, toes touching the floor. Hips twist to keep equilibrium. A small arch in the lower back, glutes contracting, pressing into the leggings, pushing the fabric outward. Definition appears where softness meets muscle.